is the Detroit Lions fan base. They're very, very grungy, biting kneecaps, grit, whatever you want to call it. The Detroit Lions are a pretty good team. But guys, let me ask you this question. What if the Detroit Lions lose? What if the Detroit Lions get beat down by the Washington Commanders? What if this hype around playoff football in Detroit is back, baby? They come out there and they shit the bed. What happens? Would this be the biggest disappointment in the NFL playoffs this season? Guys, the Detroit Lions are a 9.5-point favorite in this game. The biggest favorite in the divisional round playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs are a 7.5-point favorite. Detroit Lions, 9.5-point favorite. Guys, that's a lot of freaking points. Not only in the regular season NFL, but in the divisional round, 9.5 points. You're favored by win by that much? Damn, that's tough. They also have the best odds to not only to make it to the Super Bowl, but to win the Super Bowl at plus 275. That is a 28% chance of them winning the Super Bowl this season. And when you think about it, we've already been through it. In the chat right here on the right-hand side of my screen, I see it. Detroit Lions fans, boom, 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 boom. All season long, they've been talking about, we're going to the Super Bowl. We deserve it. We haven't done nothing since 1957. We deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve it. Guys, the Detroit Lions have had 6 one-point games this season. Just 6. Out of 17 games, 6 games have been one score. They have been blowing out their weak-ass opponents week after week after week. The Titans, the 49ers, who else did they play? The Jaguars. They've been blowing them out. Guys, if the Detroit Lions lose this game, this would be the biggest upset ever. This would be the biggest disappointment in Detroit Lions history ever. We've seen all the memes. We've gone from 3 and 14 to 8-8 to 15-3. Like we've seen Dan Campbell's growth year after year after year. We've seen him get better and better and better. Last year made it to the NFC Championship game. And honestly, Huffy, I love you like a brother, fuck you like a sister, but your 49ers shit the bed in that game. The Lions should have won that game. I'm just saying. The Detroit Lions, they cannot lose this game. It's simple as that. All the pressure is on them. The city's on them. The world's on them. The NFL thinks they're the only team that can stop the Kansas City Chiefs from a three-peat. If you ask anybody, they say, oh, can the Eagles beat them? Probably not. Can the Rams beat them? No. Can the Commanders beat them? No. Everybody wants the Detroit Lions wins to stop the Kansas City Chiefs three-peat. Guys, the Detroit Lions, if they lose this game, it will be the biggest disappointment in the NFL ever. Not just this year, just not the last 2 years, not the last 10 years, the biggest upset ever, the biggest disappointment ever. I've said the Washington Commanders have overachieved all season long. All season long, they've overachieved. Let's just be honest. They shouldn't even be here. They should have lost last week to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hell, they were on their way out of missing the playoffs in general. But here they are in the divisional round, playing the best team in the NFC, the best record in the NFC. And let's just be honest. They cannot lose this game. So guys, in the comments below, let's have a discussion. If the Detroit Lions lose this game, big if they lose this game, is it the biggest disappointment in this year's NFL playoffs? Mark D says, fuck, stop. Stop even talking about that just like that. It's the Lions versus the Bills in the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter, baby. We don't got to talk about that because the Lions are whooping that Commander ass. Mark D, I like your confidence, baby. I like your confidence. Stick to your guns, baby. Put those guts away because, damn, it's getting hot up in her. Laura says the Lions and Bills will have this year's Super Bowl. Sorry, Buck, your Chiefs aren't making this season. And you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. We can't win them all. We can't win them all. The Buffalo Bills and the Ravens are playing some of the best football right now in the AFC. Let's just be honest. They're hot. The winner of the Bills-Ravens game have a pretty good shot at making the Super Bowl. Probably will make the Super Bowl. I'm with you guys on that. I'm a realist. I'm not going to stop not rooting for my team, but I'm a realist. I can see it. Lions Hype says the Lions will be the best team in the NFL for the next 5 seasons. I'm going to say stop it. Slow it down. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Let's worry about this year. Let's worry about beating the Commanders first. Let's worry about beating the Rams next week. Let's worry about getting to the Super Bowl and beating the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens or the Houston Texans or the Buffalo Bills. Let's worry about this season first, Lions Hype, before we start worrying about 5 years down the road. Let's worry about that. Let's worry about paying Jared Goff. Let's worry about paying Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's worry about paying St. Brown. And then let's talk. Slow it down. You are putting the cart before the horse. That's why people hate the Detroit Lions right now, because you're putting the cart before the horse. As my dad always said back in the day, don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch or whatever, right? That's what you're doing there, Lions Hype. That's what Lions fans in general are doing. That's what the Minnesota Vikings fans were doing. You guys are getting all